Now, the most senior church figure in Nottingham and Nottinghamshire says we're all on the front line now in the fight against coronavirus. The Bishop of Southwell, the Right Reverend Paul Williams, is calling on all parts of the community to pull together as the area falls under the new tighter restrictions. He's also told our correspondent Peter Byrne he understands why some people may be feeling lockdown fatigue.
I think there is a weariness. I think that's right. And I think we hoped that we wouldn't have to go quite back into the same measures that we had during the lockdown, not least because of the impact it has on people's livelihoods, on jobs. At the same time, what I get is a real sense that people want to do whatever it takes. And there is an increasing feeling that we are all on the front line now in the fight against the coronavirus. That includes caring for our neighbours, looking out for those people who are particularly vulnerable, but especially making sure that we follow closely whatever restrictions and guidance are put in place. We can all play our part in suppressing the rate of the virus.
As you know, Bishop Paul, a lot has been talked about the student population here in Nottingham and Nottinghamshire, possibly whether that is partly to blame for the rising cases. How important is it that we don't point the finger, that we don't get involved in a blame game between generations for what's causing this now?
Yeah, I think it is important. I think we're very aware that students have arrived at universities around the country, colleges. It's a very difficult time for them. My sense in the city, the people I've spoken to, I think people realise we are in this together. And we've got to beat this together, and we've all got a part to play, and it doesn't matter what age you are, you can make a contribution.
Hospital admissions are starting to rise, as we've seen. Our thoughts again turn to our NHS staff and our care home workers who've been through this all before. What are your thoughts for them now, as they must be extremely anxious about what's approaching?
Of course, as a church leader, we're praying for those working in the healthcare sector, and those who are aware of that, I know, have appreciated that support. But I think, as well as sort of cheering them on, I don't know whether we're going to have to re-engage that Thursday cheer for the healthcare, but I think there are people all across our region who are doing a phenomenal job. The real care on the ground, every single one of us in our communities.
We're in this together. The Right Reverend Paul Williams speaking to Peter Byrne.